being part of this community of the most wonderful, weird, crazy, wild people. That is a fucking group of fucking druggies. Hi, welcome back to Still Addicted. My name is Isra. This episode, I'm going to be continuing with the positive vibes and speaking about everything that brings me joy in recovery. First of all, I just want to speak about recovery. It really does bring me so much joy. Obviously, there are times when it's so tough and I have to really hold on to dear life getting through it. But 90% of the time, I absolutely love it. And I'm so, so grateful for recovery because of what it's given me. I spoke in my last episode about the quite a lot of external things, such as going to festivals sober, nights out sober. I can do all of that, socializing instead of having social anxiety, family relationships, rebuilding, all of these wonderful, amazing things. But I wanted this episode where I talk about what joys I get from recovery and the fellowship and being part of this community of the most wonderful, weird, crazy, wild people. That is a fucking group of fucking druggies, as they say. And we're all just there trying to better our lives. And there's so much beauty in being part of that, being part of that fellowship. It saved my life, and I believe I just could not have got clean and stayed clean for this long without having my fellows and without having the fellowship, because I tried so many times in my using days to try and get clean or change my habits and change my ways, but it's not, I wasn't surrounded by the right people. It wasn't to do with them. They just didn't have my way of thinking. So I needed to be, for me and the way I am as an addict and my way of using, I needed to be with people that did the same and had the same thought processes, that obsessive compulsive disorder that we have. But they're just amazing, absolutely amazing. And I was speaking about it yesterday, how my two best mates are within from the fellowship, who I adore so much. And the friendship levels are just, it's next level because of how deep we know each other. We call each other out when we're acting in our defects. We really listen and really understand when we're struggling, etc. It's beautiful, and I wouldn't have ever got those friendships from if I didn't go to the fellowship. Another thing about the fellowship is the fact that everybody's just knows you can come from all of these different backgrounds, like so many different backgrounds, just such a different array of people in one area, and we all get it, we all understand. So when a newcomer comes in, everybody knows what that person is going through. And like, even now I'm getting closer to the people who I really look up to and I still look up to, but I'm getting closer with them because I'm getting to understand recovery in a long-term sense and the issues that come with being clean for a long period of time. Because everybody, when you're new, it's all about just getting off the drugs, but like when you're a few years in, it's all about handling life and handling the ups and downs of life. And I really love the fact that I'm now close with people who have got 20 years of recovery, and I can go to them whenever and they just get it. You just wouldn't, I just don't, I can't, I just don't believe that you can find that anywhere else. But it's community. It's having, well, to be fair, obviously you can find it at other places because it is community. And when I think when you have that sense of community. You feel a sense of safety, and I didn't really have that in my using. And being able to walk into a meeting and seeing familiar faces and seeing the smiles, and it just warms my heart up so much. I love it. And the fact that the friendships as well. Obviously, I've got my two best friends, but my friendships, and it's so mad. One of my really closest friends is turning 60, and we'll FaceTime, and she's the fucking best person in the universe. Do you know what I mean? And again, she'll call me out when I'm fucking playing in my defects, or she'll egg me on to make sure I'm do stuff even though I'm scared or fearful and stuff like that. She's always there to speak to when I'm struggling with a certain thing. But if I were in my using days, I would walk straight past her. Do you know what I mean? It's just mental. What makes me laugh is when, so we do a lot of the time, we'll go out after a meeting, you'll go out for dinner. That's one thing that I try and tell my sponsees when they first start into recovery. If people are going out for coffee or people going out for dinner, go, please go, because that's where you start connecting with people and you start building those connections. And then the whole recovery journey just feels so less alone. But when we are going out on these dinners, I always think in my head, what are these waiters thinking this table is? Because the array of personalities and the array of different ages, different races, it is fucking mental. Actually hilarious to think what these waiters are probably thinking. How the fuck do all of these people know each other? Where the hell have they come from? And the conversations that we speak about at the restaurant tables. Anyone overheard the conversations? Jokes, so funny. But those are the things that really do bring me joy. It's just another family. It's my chosen family and everything like that. Like, they're amazing. I absolutely love them all to bits. And I wouldn't change any of them. And like, no one's better than one another, or there's no judgment or anything like that. It's just like we're all equal and we're all on an equal playing field. Everybody understands that we are all here to try and get well and just try to live our lives without the use of drugs. It's beautiful. With going off from the dinner things, I think what I would love to talk about my Saturdays. Like, this year especially, I've done so many. We have this thing in Manchester, so there's two meetings on Saturday. There's 4 meetings on the whole of Saturday. In my early recovery, I used to do all 4 meetings on a Saturday, and now I only just do the 2. But I think it was the end of probably summertime where I started to pick up the last 2 meetings again. And I hadn't done it for ages. I go to the 6 o'clock meeting, and great meeting, always packed. And then you leave that meeting and we always go to Oxford Road and we go to this specific takeaway, proper grimy takeaway, but it's the best. And again, it's that same, a complete different array of personalities, all different ages, different races, etc. It's just just a bunch of nut jobs in this takeaway, and it's all before the late night meeting. But that sense of unity and community is just, there's nothing like it. And when I see these newcomers come in and they don't do that, or they just do the meeting and then they go home, you're missing out so much. And I wish you could do it, but obviously I can't do it for them. It's really struggle to not do that for them, but I think it's just beautiful. So if you are in early recovery, I know it's nerve-wracking and I know it's fucking awkward and you don't want to speak to anybody because your head is racing like crazy, you're anxious, it's horrific. But please just push through that and just know that every single person on that table has been where you have been. So they get it, they understand. And try and do 1 a week and you start to see familiar faces and it just gets easier. And that's how you build those connections. Because without my connections and without my fellows, like I said, I just wouldn't, I know I wouldn't have stayed clean. not at all. Other things that I've really found joy in my recovery is creating my YouTube channel. And now, well, I use TikTok, and I use TikTok to put clips on to get people to, obviously, my YouTube is my main thing. But I'm trying this year, I have said that I'm going to try and do more TikTok, like normal present day Isra. Not found my joy there yet. Find it really awkward. I find this absolutely fine, but I found this awkward at the beginning. So I know it's just a case of time and practice and just continuation. But I think that's with everything, isn't it? You just get more comfortable the more times you do things. But I love doing this. I love knowing that it's helping people. They're reading comments from people all across the fucking globe. It's crazy. I had somebody from Canada saying that she is a drugs alcohol worker and she gives my YouTube to people. Like, that is insane. What the fuck? But it's the whole reason why I started it, is to break the stigma around addiction, raise awareness, and just hopefully help at least one person to make sure that they just don't feel alone. Because when you're at that rock bottom, you're so alone. It's so dark, that headspace, and it's horrible. And I never ever want anybody to feel like that. So I'm glad that by me doing this, it is helping some people out there. And I just want to do more. I want to grow it. I want to do loads of it. So if you are watching, please comment. Let me know if you've not heard a topic that I've not spoken about. Tell me so I can speak about it. Obviously, if I've got experience, because everything I speak about is through my lived experience. I don't want to be somebody that is just researching things and then speaks about it, because I feel like for me to speak open and honest about things, I need to have lived it. I don't know. Maybe that's something that I need to work on. But no, I do. So, anyways, please comment and tell me what you want to hear, really, because I'd love to share more stuff with you. So, I think that's a lot of the things that I enjoy. Obviously, it's just be a lot of it's recovery. Like, I think I've been able to stay clean for this amount of time because I've made recovery such an integral part of my life. I think it's quite easy for me to go into a dark place, but then when I think about all of these things that are so part of my life, so intertwined in my life, like my friendships, the fellows, now this YouTube, I wouldn't say career, but do you know what I mean? Like, it's part of my life and I don't want it to go. So it makes me not want to use, even though I have really difficult times. I think about all of this stuff and I'm like, I don't want to lose that. Don't want to lose any of that. And I think when you don't make recovery such an integral part of your life, it's easy to just brush it off and pick that first one up because it's you've not got anything to lose. Do you get me? I don't know whether that makes sense, but I think making it such an integral part of my life, which has given me so much joy, helps me a lot with not picking up when I'm in a really bad mental headspace, because you just don't want to lose it. There is so much. I just wouldn't change it. And like I said, like, fucking is so hard sometimes. But I think now, because I've got a few years under my belt, I've got all of the evidence and all of the memories, and that there is so much joy in recovery. So if you are new, please stick around. Just don't leave. Just continue putting one foot in front of the other. Try and connect with your fellows if you're in a fellowship. If you're not in a fellowship, find a community or find a group and try and be part of it. That can help you and help you live your life, because you are worth it. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, I'm going to leave it there. But probably I could just go on and on about this, to be fair. There is so much. I think I like even reflecting now, like that, this gives me joy. Speaking about it, I sometimes I'm in such a rat race, and I'm going so fast and next one to next, and I forget to actually like this was why I like doing my YouTube, because I get to sit and actually reflect about a lot of the things that I've done. So this made me happy. I was in the right mood before I did this. We're not gonna lie. Something changed in work that I wasn't too happy about. But now I'm just like, whatever. Boop boop. So I hope to see you next week. I'm just going to continue on this positive vibes, really, give you some more insights in the joys of recovery. And good luck if you're new here. And I hope to see you next week. Anyway, I'm just absolutely waffling now. But bye.